15 new Hammond collections have been revealed thanks to a huge data leak over on the Jurassic World Target website, and other leaks have been found across various meters thanks to a different amount of people. But yeah, it's crazy how much there is. There's, you know, Spino, Giga, Sino, Pyroraptor. Like, there's so many. There's a bunch of Dominion ones, a lot of Jurassic World ones too. I assume that's coming up next year for the Jurassic World 10th anniversary. But let's get on to the first one, Spinosaurus. So this one looks really amazing. It looks exactly like the 2001 paint scheme for Spinosaurus, so don't worry, it's not the Camp Cretaceous one in case you had any dislike towards that. But yes, this is the Hammond Collection Spinosaurus. Hopefully we can get that one soon. I don't know if it's coming this year. I don't think it is, because I'm hearing there are other ones coming next year. So let's get into the other ones we know are coming next year, starting with the Hammond Collection Giganotosaurus. How cool is this? This is our first look at it. We've had looks at other things such as Therizinosaurus. We'll get to that later. But yes, this is so cool to finally see this Giganotosaurus. It kind of looks like it's got a leopard patterning. We do know it was supposed to look somewhat different to the Jurassic World Dominion Giga, and I'm guessing that is the difference, that it kind of looks more like it has a leopard pattern but has the same head. Anyway, moving on, we have the Hammond Collection Indominus Rex. Now, just looking at this guy, it looks very similar to previous Indominus Rex Mattel figures, most notably, you know, the ones before 2024 and 2023 that are Dinotractor Indom. Not that one. We're talking about the previous ones that were part of, you know, the Dino Rivals line and whatnot. It looks very similar to that, a bit, you know, thicker too. But we do have the Therizinosaurus. Now, this one leaked a little while ago, but I figured we'd include it because it's part of the upcoming Hammond Collection dinos. And I'm not going to include human figures in this list because there are a few human figures like Claire Deering, but there was so many dinosaurs, I figured we'd just make a video on the dinosaurs. Yes, Therizinosaurus is one, looks super cool. Would be really awesome to see it next to Giga, you know, compare them in scale, or even just T-Rex, compare how big they are next to each other. That would be awesome. But moving on, we have Sinoceratops. This one also leaked a little while ago. We have known about it a while. We've seen this image before, but I figured it was worth noting because it means we're also getting Hammond collections in other scales. As you can see, the Carnotaurus is right next to it, and the Sinoceratops appears to be the same size as it. So bigger than the medium-sized Triceratops, and hopefully one day we could get a Hammond Collection Triceratops that's that big maybe. But yes, moving on to our next one, which is the Buck T-Rex. So it turns out this is coming back. This was part of the Mattel Creations, what was it, the gate set that they wanted people to back. They would need like 5,000 backers. I think they needed 8,000 backers just to get Buck T-Rex in with it. But that did not happen. So I guess now we're getting Buck T-Rex separate from that. How lucky are we? We're still getting it in the end. So I'm super happy with that. But moving on, we have another Jurassic World Dominion species, the Pyroraptor. So this one looks incredibly good. It looks much better than the normal Mattel Pyroraptor. I was just looking that direction because my other Pyroraptor's there, but the old Pyroraptor did not have extended and massive wings, whereas this Hammond Collection one has a lot of detail, a lot of good paint, feathering, and yeah, the wings look good. It almost looks like the Captive's toy, how good it is. But yeah, I am impressed with that. Keep up the good work, Mattel. So, moving on, we have a lot of the Velociraptor squad. So the first one is Delta. We already knew this was coming this year. We knew Pyroraptor was coming, we knew Delta was coming, along with Therizinosaurus and Giga, but there's a whole ton more. But yes, Delta is on this list, so it's kind of looking like the green Delta. We do know the Velociraptor squad, their colors vary a lot, but this looks like the green Delta and not the kind of beige colored Delta. But speaking of like beige and those kind of warm colors, we have Echo appearing in the Hammond Collection line. So you can see it there. It's a bit weird because it doesn't really have the blue paint scheme that Echo has, or the green, whichever it is. You know, the scar on the nose, interesting. Where's all this stuff? But yes, no, it does have the main color that Echo has, which is like the kind of orangey brown sort of color, so I do still appreciate that, I guess. Don't know if I'll pick it up though, because it's not that interesting. But Charlie looks pretty good. It's got a bit of white on it, but it's got the most important aspect, the green and the black stripes, which will truly make Charlie's character. So I'm super happy with that. What do you guys think of Charlie? Definitely looks like it's, you know, using that iguana DNA that's said to be in Charlie. So yeah, this is super cool. But yeah, if you guys didn't know, the Velociraptor squad was actually made using different DNA, such as Delta used avian DNA. I forgot what Echo used, but I'm pretty sure Blue used blue monitor lizard DNA. But speaking of Velociraptor, we also have the Tiger Velociraptor from the Lost World, so the male. This was one of the only original Velociraptors we're missing. We did have the brown female from the first Jurassic Park, which also kind of reappeared in the Lost World. But then they skipped ahead. Instead of giving us the Tiger Raptor, they gave us the Jurassic Park 3 male and female Velociraptors. So it's good they're going back, and hopefully it will have that new updated Velociraptor mold, and hopefully we can get remolds of the old ones. But moving on, we have the Jurassic Park 3 Pteranodon. So this is super cool. We've almost covered all the original creatures now, right? All that we're missing is the Stegosaurus from the Lost World, and besides that, it's really just sauropods, I'm guessing. So this list pretty much covers them all. And Compy, there is actually a Compy on this list, so we'll get to that. But yeah, all we're really missing is an adult Stegosaurus. We do have a baby one, so that's good. We basically have all the species besides, you know, massive sauropods and carnivores, but the carnivores are on this list. So moving on though, Dimorphodon from Jurassic World. This makes sense. I assume this one will come next year for the Jurassic World 10th anniversary. Same with Indominus Rex and the rest of the, you know, Jurassic World Velociraptor squad. So I think that's super cool that we're getting them. Really happy they're all on the list, because I did, you know, love Jurassic World, and I'm glad that the 10th anniversary is going to be celebrated. I'm hoping the same thing will happen with Lego. You know, maybe we get a Lego Mosasaurus and Lego Dimorphodon for the 10th anniversary. But then again, we don't have a Hammond Collection Mosasaurus, so who knows. But yes, Compy is on the list. I did say, here it is here. Hammond Collection Compy. How cool is that? So because they're super small, it appears we might be getting either 3 or 4 in the one pack. You know, it might be in those small packs that the Velociraptors and juvenile T-Rexes are in, even the juvenile Stegosauruses, Pachycephalosaurus, whatnot. I assume they'll put the Compys in there, but put multiple in, so we at least get worth our money. But the final Hammond Collection to talk about before we get into something else is the Hammond Collection Quetzalcoatlus. Now, you may recognize this image. This image was actually revealed 1 year ago, and it is, of course, an April Fool's image. So if you guys didn't notice, this is an April Fool's video. If you fell for it, get trolled. I'm sorry, I had to do it. It was April Fool's. But yes, make sure to check out the previous video for the Secret Dinosaur and the Chaos Theory trailer and every other dinosaur. And I will see you all later. Bye, everyone.